Hello. Welcome to Season Crazy. I'm Brandy. That's Summer. That's
What?
Garcia.
He had to come help us out again
Yeah.
because I accidentally hit the wrong button. We still don't have a shirt made for him, but we're very thankful for him.
Yeah. For real. We're like,
I was like, he had it all set up for us.
My bad.
And I thought I was doing good. And then I hit one wrong button and she and I were like, oh, okay. I was like, hold
Time
on.
to get Garcia.
He likes me to tell him I need him now.
All the time.
So I just go, I need you. But I was thankful he came out here because I was like, oh, I don't know what I did. Anyway, how are you guys?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I wait for you guys to respond.
Oh, hello, John. Hi,
I can
Kristen
hear it.
and Jean.
Oh,
Yeah, he could join the show, but
Hello.
yeah, he's got to watch the kids.
He should join the show, and I think one night he will. But he is my teenage son. That would be the one that would have to watch our little tiny babies. He is not feeling good either. We got a bug that hit our house, and so Sergeant G's in there manning the crazies. He's about to get the littlest ones to bed, but the other ones are still running around. So
Right.
until my other one feels better, maybe next week we'll bring him out here and make him sit here.
Yeah, we can
And
interview
blush.
him.
We should bring Sergeant G on alive and be like, and so, mashed potatoes or fried potatoes?
Yeah, he could be our first interview of
Mhm.
random questions.
Yeah. Just the most random, odd. Not like true. Like, we need to come up with a list of like bizarre questions
Yeah,
to ask people that are not normal.
right.
Wouldn't that be more fun?
It would be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you would. Well, I don't know. I would come up with some questions because I don't know if you know this, but I know how to ask questions.
I think we could come up, like, you guys shoot out some questions. Like, tell us, like, I'm talking about like stupid, silly stuff like tuna from the package or tuna from the can.
Right?
Like, literally get these people. We need to start interviewing people.
Beef hot dog or pork
Yeah.
hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, you got me on food, and I'm thinking about food, and I'm getting hungry.
We need to.
Right.
We need to do this. We need to come up with the most bizarre questions.
Yeah, but not when I'm hungry because all of my questions will probably be food related.
Yeah. Like when you go to the grocery store hungry and then you buy like everything that you don't need.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that crap is nasty and it only tasted good because you were hungry. You ever done that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I like eat way too much junk food, and then I don't want it. I don't want junk food for a while because I'm like, that was too much. I went overboard.
Yes. Yeah, Dawn, that's what it is here. It's like we got COVID, and then before that we had viruses, and then now we've had head colds, and 6 of our 7 kiddos are in the house with us still, and so it's like by the time you get through being sick, it feels like somebody else got sick again, and I don't know what it is. We have stayed sick. I've had a couple of friends that have said the same thing about their household. So yeah, it's the head cold, the face, throat. A couple of my kids were coughing. I'm just done with it. I'm done with it.
Hi, Lisa or Granny. Do you prefer to be called Granny Lisa, or would you prefer to be called Lisa?
Yeah. Hello. We're glad you're here. Yeah. We're glad you stopped in to hang out with us because, come feel better about yourself and be crazy with us and don't care what other people think.
Yeah. Potato salad with peas or mustard.
Okay, see? Yeah.
Both.
But that'd be a good question.
Right?
That'd be a great question.
I want some potato salad. Oh, wait. No. If the peas, I think I would have with macaroni salad and then mustard with potato salad.
Because your mom used to make it with peas.
Macaroni and cheese with tuna and peas.
Yeah. Girl who talks weird and big.
Hello, Seth, and we know who you're talking about.
Oh my god! What are y'all gonna do when I get smaller glasses? What are y'all gonna do?
They might not recognize you, and they'll be able to see your eyes.
Yeah, because this is like I should not play poker in these. Like, who said it last week? They're like, we can see the screen in your glasses.
Yeah, I can see the screen through when I'm looking at the screen in your glasses.
That's funny. That is hilarious. Oh, must be going around real Sudafed music. I've been doing. I'm a hippie mama, so I've been doing yarrow, kombucha, black walnut, elderberry. Now I do take Sudafed. That stuff when you are just sometimes have some Sudafed and
Right?
allergy meds. Yeah, and CBD.
Yeah. We should
Yeah.
do an episode on
I'm not sticking my finger in my eyeball. I have an eye aversion. Like only
yeah.
people pointing at their eye. Yeah. Even that.
Yeah.
You ever seen the episode of Friends where Rachel needs eye drops and so they hold her down on the ground because she won't do drops in her eyes? So they're like biting the eye drops and spraying it all over.
Yeah, and I'm like that though. I mean, well, I learned to trick myself, but nobody else better be trying to put nothing in my eyes either, because I have a hard enough time putting it in my own eyes. And I've always wanted to wear the contacts that had changes your eye color, but I can't. Like I'm like, man, it'd be so cool to have purple eyes, but like I'm so scared to like put the contact in my eye, and then like, how am I gonna get it out? And I don't know.
And I don't qualify for contacts because I have bifocals.
You
guys don't see that because they're no line. That's what happens when you're 15 and get told you have to wear bifocals. You're like, oh.
I didn't realize that because you never wore your glasses back when we were 15.
I didn't. Occasionally I did. Then you get old and then your eyes are like, I don't care what you're trying to make the statement about, but you need some glasses, so put them on.
Right. Okay, John, what is a hillbilly sleeping pill?
A 12-pack.
And
See, Benadryl doesn't make me tired. Does it make you tired?
Benadryl?
Yeah.
No. I think. Well, but then again, I always took the nighttime Benadryl if I ever took it. So I don't know if Benadryl really makes me tired.
Yeah. Well, thank you for popping in to say hey.
Yes, thank you, Steph.
You have a good night too, and hopefully you come back and join us on another show. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
To all of you guys. Is there a way I'm gonna start taking names and be like, you didn't subscribe. You didn't subscribe.
You gotta be calling people out. Yes, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can actually make it into a URL that people can read. I don't know why that's important to me, but I just don't like our link to be gibberish.
I think it's important just because it's super easy, right?
Yeah. So you can be like, I don't know, www.whatever or YouTube/seasoned-crazy. I don't know what it would actually look like. It's just a dream of mine.
big dreams over here in Seasoned Crazy.
Yeah, we got dreams and goals and stuff.
To have a clean URL for YouTube. That's our hopes right now. That's where we're at in life.
Right? Like when your goals, when your goal is to have a YouTube URL.
That's not gibberish.
Yeah.
See, that's us. That sums us up.
Yeah.
We're very easily amused. We have simple dreams.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking about, I went into the library after having not been inside and been able to check out actual books for a long time. And I forgot how much I get excited about things in the library and stuff. I was like, the library. And you can get museum passes for free. Did you know that?
No.
You can check out museum passes to the art museum, the the Museum of Osteology. I'm sorry.
That osteoporosis museum is a good one. You should go check that one out.
Right? There's like 3 different museums, so you can check out passes. So you can go to the museum for free.
Why can't you share your pass if you can do it that way? Did you see his joke?
No. Okay. What? Okay.
What's a Hilly say to his girl before he rolls over to sleep?
What?
Night, sis.
Oh, you're wrong for that. That's like one of those jokes, that people tell you that you can never unhear.
That one's it, huh?
No, that one's but that one I can repeat and not be like grossed out.
Yeah,
but I'm so thankful that joke that you can never unhear. Somehow it's my brain isn't thinking of it right now, and I'm so freaking happy because I'm like, why would you tell me this? It's really not something I need or want in my brain.
I kind of tell people check the room, because my son is at this age and he and his dad will send memes to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And of course they're funny, right? And well, he sent one, and I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Mom, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. It's guy stuff." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Apparently, it's bad then.
Yeah. I mean, and
No, it's Sergeant G. He's a Marine. It's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I can have a dark sense of humor and a sick, twisted sense of humor. I will laugh at some things, but there's just some stuff I don't want to hear about, know about. It's like I'm scared of worms. Not like you're fishing worms. Yeah. No, like I don't
parasite worms? Like
yes, parasite worms. Okay, like fishing worms, fine. Like I'll pick one up for a little bit. It'll start to creep me out with the little whatever. But like if it can cause you any harm, I don't care if it's a sting or if it can hook onto you, if it's white, whatever. Worms, they're like up there for me. I don't like them. I hate them.
So I have a story to tell you.
Oh,
about
Lord,
worms.
wait. How graphic is this gonna be?
It's not horribly graphic.
What kind of worms?
It was in his body.
Oh, you're trying to do some things to me. See, I don't. Whose body? No, I don't.
It was like a little boy's body, and he's fine. He lived.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me tell you the story. So it was back like in the day, like late 1800s, early 1900s. This little boy got a parasite. And the family could not get this parasite out of his body. You know, they were taking him to all the doctors and everything. And they pretty much, I think the doctors suspected because of where he had been. So they couldn't get it out. So the family decided to take him to a medicine man. And it was a Native American medicine man, a healer. And the guy was like, "You've got to get the worm high." Like back in the day, they knew this, right? And so they basically gave this little boy a bunch of cannabis tea. And if you ingest cannabis without bringing out certain parts of the THC plant, you are not going to get the psychoactive effect. However, they did bring that out, and they got him so high, and he went to sleep, and the worm came out. And then they had to grab it.
It's my worst nightmare come true. Yeah, you better put me to sleep. You better put me under. I better not hear about it, see about it, know about it. I don't even want you to tell me the story. Like when I wake up and that thing is out of me, you just better be like,
it's over.
Yeah, and
it's done.
And don't even tell me it was a worm. Don't even tell me it was a worm. Just be like, "Oh yeah, we just found something bad in your body and we took it out." That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
How old were you when you found out worms could be in your body? Because I remember when I found out, I was like 14. I didn't realize worms could be in people's
I knew
bodies.
at a young age. Oh, because
I mean dogs. I knew dogs could have heartworms, but I mean like in people.
So I just have known this fact.
You're so freaked out. You just knew worms could be in people.
Yeah, no, you just better put me under.
Do you know how they get it out?
No. Listen, I know. Look, if you suspect that I have any sort of parasite, you're going to put me to sleep. You're going to get that parasite out of me. And then you're not going to tell me. You're just going to be like, "We found some things. We cut it out of you. You're good. You're golden. I need no details whatsoever. I don't want to know about it, see about it, hear about it. I don't even want this conversation. I hate them. I hate worms."
Okay, but wait, what is it about the worm? What is it? Look, she's itching like she's lice.
Because I hate it. What? Because you can't shoot it. You can't just pull it off of you or out of you. It wiggles around. You know what? I don't even need to go into details. You know why. They're no, and they're just
he said the doctor be like, it was a flower under his breath. He's like, yeah, with 3 15-foot worms. But doesn't that, like, you know how easy it is to get, but people, they eat worms. It's like a diet fad. Did you know that?
Yeah, to make them skinny. I read about tapeworms. People would like.
Have you seen the head of one?
No, I mean, yes, but I don't want to think about it either. No.
We keep talking about it. I'm like, do you really want to lose weight? Like to swallow something like that? That's scary to me.
Yeah, they did it on purpose to lose weight. And you know what? I think it's cool that leeches can suck the poison out of you and stuff, but also, no, I just don't like them. They're gross.
They can bring back dying body parts, though. Like if your finger or your hand or something on your body is not getting blood flow and is dying from like an injury, they can put leeches in.
Yeah, that's the only time in my life that I'll be like, please put a thing on me. I would rather have a worm suck whatever is about to make my limb die out of me than like lose a limb. So I'll just be like, go ahead, like whatever.
It could be your friend. You could name it to make the experience more enjoyable.
No, I'll just be like, get me
Betty.
Like, let me get tripping.
Lola.
Wait, I don't know. Like, would that be a bad trip? Ugh.
Could you imagine if you got high and the little poor slug was getting high?
That's probably a bad idea. Ooh, yeah. Like then the slug is
really
tripping.
Could happen, but that would be really funny. It's like, I don't know. Every time we put this little leech on you, it's like falling off.
Yeah, and I need it to work, so I guess I'd have to be sober.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. You know what freaks me out? Ticks.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, ticks. Yeah, no.
I know. Ticks freak me out more than the worm thing. They freak me out. And it's not like I don't have, like, I'm not afraid of spiders. It's not even like it's that same, I don't know. Ticks, I don't know. I don't like, they gross me out. They gross me out. Have it as a pet. You totally could.
But I do like snakes as long as they aren't poisonous. I think the baby ringneck snakes are cute. Yeah, lice, bed bugs, and cockroaches are the bane of my existence.
And cockroaches, man, like I'm allergic to them for one, but those things are hard to freaking kill. Hard to kill.
Yeah. There's a debate in my head. Would I rather have bed bugs or would I rather have worms?
Oh.
And you know what? There's no reason for me to even contemplate this.
Yeah, now we're contemplating it. We're contemplating it. If you had to have one of them for 2 weeks, worms or bed bugs?
Oh wait, if it's a for 2 week situation, bed bugs all the way. You ain't keeping a worm in my body for 2 weeks. Nope.
This is also the same girl that said she would rather see a ghost in the middle of the night when she wakes up than a groundhog because of the teeth.
Yeah.
The teeth. She's like, I totally would wake up to a haunted house and have like a ghost there staring at me versus seeing a groundhog run across the floor.
Yeah, well, if this groundhog is up and I can see, if I'm close enough to see its teeth, I would rather be scared by a ghost. At least I know it's probably not going to touch me. Maybe it'll haunt me. I don't know. But like that groundhog can bite me. And have you seen their little rat teeth, razor teeth? No, I don't do rodent teeth either.
I like snakes, Julie. I'm not going to go play with a venomous one. And then to you, okay, ghost. You ever have those moments if you have kids that you want to go watch a movie because you think, oh, I watched that as a kid. It was good.
Yeah.
We put on Ghostbusters for our kids the other day. That is not a kid movie. That was like the movie we watched as kids.
Yeah, I remember watching it as a kid. And then
I mean, like 4 or 5, 6 years old, and we all walked around. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that movie.
No, it is not. No, ma'am.
They rated things differently back then because I watched what was the where she's possessed with the little girl's possessed, and I think
Poltergeist.
She goes to
screwed me up for life, FYI.
Okay, well, it was rated PG, right? Well, the first thing, which actually smoking a joint isn't that, but in our time now, if you opened a movie with someone smoking a joint, they're not going to rate it PG, but they, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, the times were different back then because they could say like shit and whatever else, and it was still rated PG, but today they'd be like strong language, PG-13 or whatever.
Do you remember, when was the last time you watched Ghostbusters?
I don't know, years ago.
Okay, right?
It's been a while, yeah.
So, we got Ghostbusters on, and the kids are watching it, and this ghost comes up across like the bed of the guy, one of the Ghostbuster guys, and she's all beautiful, right? And he's like getting mesmerized by her. Well, then she disappears, and he's like, "Oh, well, where'd she go?" his belt starts coming undone.
Oh yeah,
His
I forgot it does
pants
have
are
some
undone.
suggested
His
things.
zip
Yeah.
goes down. And my kids are like, what's happening? I was like, no. And then his eyes cross. And Garcia and I look at each other like, and then my 17-year-old's like, yeah,
Yeah, because he's
what
like,
are we watching? He said a kid movie, right? A kid movie. I was like, oh my gosh, it's freaking horrible.
Yeah, they definitely rated things a lot differently back then. And why would you shoot a groundhog on sight? I mean, I do know, I did learn that they can be mean, like if they're protecting themselves or they think that they're protecting themselves. But I don't know if they're mean. She said kids are too soft these days.
Sometimes they are. I just
Yeah.
did not want the innuendo of this guy.
Yeah, like I don't mind most things or whatever, but I'm just personally creeped out when there are sexual innuendos with me in front of my kids. Like it just personally creeps me out. My kids seeing it,
And you're like,
and
feel like
I'm
you're
in the
watching
same
soft
room.
porn or something.
Yeah, so I just don't like it. But like if they say damn or like they're cussing, I'll just be like, not to say that, right? Like you're whatever, who cares? But like I just don't want them to see things and then I'll be like, ooh, like I don't. It's just,
yeah. No,
weird
I
for
get
me.
you. I get you. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
When you're in
I'll tell you
10.
what, Poltergeist screwed me up. Is that
Yeah.
you, Sergeant G? Guess it's the wind blowing my door open.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be windy tonight probably.
Yeah, and I'm so lazy. I have this jacket on and I'm super, super hot. Oh, but I thought I would try to look presentable because my shirt says father underneath. But it's one of my favorite shirts. And it's Sergeant G's shirt.
So you stole his shirt?
I stole his favorite shirt, like my favorite shirts of his. And I had this on and I thought, oh, all right. Yeah, it's kind of hot. I might have to see me and my father.
Yeah, you just need to be comfortable.
I'm sweating out here. It's hot. Anyway, do you know how long it took me to look in a mirror when I watched Poltergeist?
No.
Do you remember that scene where she looks in the mirror and looks away, but the girl's still looking?
No, it's been a long time since I've seen the Poltergeist.
Gosh, wrecked me.
Yeah. Oh, and Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah.
God, what are the movies of our days? Man, there are so many. Like, woo. Wait, if you own horse property in the desert, you shoot them. Oh, okay. So there's
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that would probably hurt your horses.
Oh yeah, totally understand that. I thought you were just like, I don't like them suckers.
No, it's like do you know like those freaking wild boars will kill your they'll kill your cattle, they'll kill your horses, so all kinds of crazy stuff. And so people are like, why are you going and shooting all these pigs? Well, they're not really pigs. Like some people feel like that too. What are you doing? You're just shooting them. No, sometimes you gotta shoot stuff if it's gonna come on. And
dude, I'd be shooting those pigs and then eating them. I don't care.
They do eat them.
Free food.
They do eat them, but one guy down by Walters, he just has people come out and he's like, shoot as many as you can, take what you can. And these things get huge.
Wait, okay, hold up. If I get some free if I get a free pig, dude, I will totally shoot.
Oh, you get a lot because if you're a good shot, you'll get a lot. I mean, because they want you to shoot all of them. Right. Because they go in there and they like attack their cows, their calves. They eat all their crops. I was like, dang.
Well, I didn't think about the part that they could outrun me. So maybe I don't want to in case I miss.
You won't miss. You won't miss.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how fast? I don't. Well, okay.
I mean, they run fast, but you're not gonna miss. And the sound would scare them. They're not gonna keep chasing you.
Yeah, I'd be like trying to shoot you because though like a sow, like the big pigs, the mommy pigs, those suckers are big, mean, and can hurt you real bad. Well, one time, my brother, we were all in the pig pen. I don't know. I think I was on the other side, but this sow just starts charging, like coming after my brother. I have never seen a kid clear a fence like that in my life. He was like, and his body was like, so he started out like this, and then like his body went like this because he was like barely rolling over the fence. I think he like landed on his stomach or his back. Like he didn't land on his feet. It was like poof. But you know what? It was life or death at that point. You know what I mean?
like
you don't mess with the mama pig.
It's like a memory. Yeah, plants can kill livestock, but I know that this guy had to take care of them because he has his grandkids and his family out on this property, and the big ones will come up and try to attack the kids. Like, so when the kids are out there playing, because you can fence it off, but if they can get through or do whatever, and if you have a farm, and he has a huge farm, and to me, I didn't know that they would come up and try to attack the kids like that, but once they get so wild, then I guess they do. I was like, oh my gosh. See, to me, I would have to be like in a life or death situation to kill an animal. I'm just being honest.
Mostly me too, but like I need some money or some food. So like if I could have an opportunity, then maybe I would take it. But I don't know, because I say this, but I'm scared I want to own chickens, and when it comes time to eat them, I could never I would have to have someone kill them for me, because I personally
I just feel like I'm too much like, if I was out in the wild and could be somewhere where I could fish and then like eat berries and like farm fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, I think I would probably do that. My husband knows that I never go on hunting trips with my family. They all go hunting, and I'm like, I can't do it because I'm gonna cry.
Right.
I'm gonna be the one over there like meditating by the deer, like.
Yeah.
I would run their experience. We saved turtles out of the road.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like that, but okay. So like when we went fishing, right? I thought the fish would have died 10 minutes out of water. It didn't. And so I couldn't look it in the eye and kill it, or, like I didn't want it. I was like, oh, I can't kill this thing. So I'm like closing my eyes with this knife, and I'm like trying to like kill it so I'm not seeing it or any of that. It didn't work. This was a terrible.
I feel like, like everybody that hunts, just not just shooting for food. Yeah, everybody in my family that hunts, they use everything. So when they do go, they use everything. It's a big deal to them. They don't take the shot if they can't. They or even if they second, like, I don't know if I can get it, they won't take the shot. So I will say it's very much for them, and they eat it. It sustains them.
Yeah, I think it's amazing, and I don't find anything wrong with it. Yeah, because I mean, you are helping an ecosystem. Like if you have too much of something, plus you are providing food for yourself. You're not just shooting it for sport or whatever. I respect that. I just have a hard time like snapping a neck or whatever.
I mean, I would if we had to, right?
Yeah,
like if we were down there, I'm not gonna let my kids starve. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm just saying, like, we buy steers from a friend of ours that does a cattle ranch, and you can go out there and feed the cattle, and I'm like, I don't want to go see what I'm gonna eat. I'm a baby, guys. That's the native in me. I'm just like I get too spiritually attached to like the animal. I will eat you if I have to, but I'm gonna pretend you grow on a tree otherwise.
Yeah, I would I do actually want to try hunting. I haven't done it. I mean, just I don't know, for the experience, in case I need to use I mean, because I do want to learn like how to homestead and forage land and survive and do what I need to. One, because it's a good skill to know, and I'm a curious human being who just wants to know how to do things. I learn things randomly all the time. Just because like it fascinates me. I may not always do it. I have intentions, but
but sometimes it's just fun to know.
Yeah,
but I want a homestead. For real, I want a homestead.
Yeah, and I
want to live off the grid.
Yeah, and I want to find, because a lot of weeds, or what people consider weeds, are like dandelions being medicinal. That. But like you can find all kinds of things that people don't look twice at because they mow it right off their lawn, or they walk past it, whatever, and it could be medicinal, or it could be food, it could save your life, it could be whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's so fascinating to me, and I just want to know.
So Sergeant D's really patient because we don't put anything on we have half an acre here at this house, and I don't let him put anything on the ground because we pick stuff and we like my kids go out and pick the dandelions, and we make tea, which is very good
Right.
for your body, your liver. And we use like the stems. You can make fruit salads with the stems and the leaves, and then you can dry the roots. So
Right.
just those of you that watch him too, just know he's like married to a super hippie mama. I started pouring yarrow down his throat when he got sick, and he's like, I ain't taking this crap. And then now he just trusts me. He's like, just give me the yarrow. I don't feel good. Where's the black one at? He even has elderberry spray at his desk at work.
Right.
I put all the stuff on their feet. My big thing is like smushed garlic with olive oil wrapped around their feet.
That smells into oh. Make me eat food. I love garlic and olive oil and food.
It's good, but it helps bring the fever down at least long enough for them to.
Right. I didn't know people ate groundhogs or coyotes. I'd probably try it once. Oh, I love catfish.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. Well, one of my favorite fishes. No, I think it is my, well, to me, it's like biting into a memory. So that's why I grew up eating catfish. My dad that was like his favorite thing to do is go fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And so we caught a lot of catfish and bass and all that stuff. So, but like we caught a lot of and ate a lot of catfish, and he would skin it and cook it, and then we'd eat it fresh. And so when I bite into a catfish, I think back to when I was a kid. But
That's
I
sweet,
also,
though.
yeah,
That's really sweet. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like food holds memories for me, but I also love,
food.
I love ocean things, you know, you know, mahi, as Kristen had mentioned that earlier. I think she mentioned a fish that I was like, oh, and I want like fish because I love all kinds of seafood, and I probably love almost anything tropical, to be honest.
Well, I think you and I are like pretty adventurous when it comes to food anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, I'll just try it. If you want somebody to go with you to try something weird, that would be me and Sergeant G and my son. We're like, bet.
Oh yeah. And I will try all kinds of weird things, but I'm also oddly, I'm picky, but not picky because like I will try a lot of things, and eat, you know, I'll eat, sashimi and sushi and whatever, but I refuse. I hate yogurt. It's disgusting. For the longest time, I refused to eat pie. I've only in the last couple of years started eating pie, and I will barely eat the actual cooked fruit in it. Like I try to pick around that. I'm just picky about cottage cheese. Won't eat that. Like, but you know, ask me to like try some calamari. Sure, why not? You know, or some street food. So street food in Thailand, what would you say is your favorite? I've kind of seen, I don't know anything by name or sight, but I've watched those shows, and I'm like, whoa, they have like stuff you would never see in America, and like I'm kind of like, I kind of want to eat it. I kind of am freaked out. Like I don't know what place does it, but there is a street food. It's a seahorse, like a fried seahorse on a stick, like a whole seahorse fried. You just eat it. And I'm like, what? Like
I'm torn. Poor seahorse.
Yeah, part of me is like, oh, I want to try it, and the other part of me is like, oh, it's a seahorse.
Hey, so Julie, I have a question. I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about eating cows because in another country they ate some, I cannot even remember the animal that it was, and they're like, but you know, in Australia they eat kangaroo. They eat kangaroo all the time. It's like cows. Do y'all eat kangaroo over there?
Oh yeah, I heard that, and I want to try kangaroo.
Like they say it's like what we do with cows here: burgers, steaks, all that stuff. Do they?
Yeah, and I want to try an emu steak.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and an alligator. I want to try
all. I tried alligator.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've had alligator, but I would like to eat it again. Pretty much, if it's an animal, I want to try it. I don't know why. I just have this. Okay.
She's like, I like food with faces, and I'm like, no food with a face.
Yeah, I'm definitely no food with the face. So okay, John, did you see this? Okay, now I don't know. Is that geoduck? Are you just happy to sashimi? Okay. But I don't. I want to try
Keep
that
them
too.
coming. We're enjoying these, John.
Okay, she says a lot of people eat kangaroo, but she doesn't. Okay. What does it taste like?
Yeah, like what is it? Something that you can compare it to that we might have. Oh my
And she
god.
says it's healthier than other red meats. How? And you know it's legal to own a kangaroo in Oklahoma.
You know those things are mean.
I know that's why I'm not going to own one. So,
Did you see that?
but I want to own
dude?
one.
Did you see the dude punch that guy or punch the kangaroo in the face because he was like trying to steal his dog?
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all are ruthless.
I was like, I'm so glad that guy, like, because your dog is like down to die for you.
Right.
And I was like, oh my gosh, poor kangaroo or poor dog. It took him. That dude was like, bet you are not getting my dog. Nope. I was like, he must be a veteran. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she says that it's healthier, and I wonder where you like. I know you could probably buy it online. I wonder how expensive it is. Okay, it's it's pronounced gooey duck. Okay, I'm gonna try that too.
Yeah, see, she's over here. I'm gonna try it.
But if it has like a structure that I can tell is like a cartilage, a bone, like an eyeball, like I'm not touching that. Yeah.
Ooh, Garcia eats his chicken and then he eats down to the bone and then he breaks it and eats the gristle in the middle. And dude literally is eating the bone.
Like the marrow inside
the
of it?
The marrow, the bone, the cartilage, everything. And then he leaves it's like super clean and it's like just bare minute. I was like,
it's good for you?
I don't know, because like I call him the rich kid of the marriage. Like I was super duper poor. He was poor. But our joke is he's the rich kid because he always had electricity and food.
Right.
But then sometimes I look at him when he's eating. This is like the first time. They never tell you the things you're going to learn about people when you get married. I was looking at him and I thought he was going to eat that whole dang bone. I was like watching him. Like, oh, I'm learning something new.
Yeah, I did eat marrow or something for some reason. I think I accidentally, I don't know, but it was a lot, it tasted way tastier than I thought.
Well, Frank, we are so glad you stopped in.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
Come hang out with us more.
Okay.
We're pretty fun.
Right? Julie likes the marrow of neck chops. Now, see, y'all got me like wondering what would you eat that in? What would you eat neck chops in?
But it's like, well, they like, not well. I don't know why I said well, but like that fit when they one of those food shows, they were like drinking the marrow out of the spinal columns of this one animal. And I was just like,
see, there's some things that I'm like, I don't know about the, like, I guess you can stuff is it a sheep stomach? I don't know. People
you
do
are
some
nasty.
things.
Sergeant G. So nasty.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I know what you're talking about now because I saw that.
And it walks with it. It walks with it.
It's a phallic shaped like clam thingy or whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to think of that lady that I would watch her videos, the Asian lady, and she cooked that and talked about it. Have you ever seen her? You might like her. She tries a lot of food and does a lot of recipes. Emmy Made. You've never seen Emmy Made? You would love Emmy Made.
No, I haven't, but I love cooking shows and I love weird stuff. But I do know what the clam, because that, as a homeschool mom, we look at some stuff, and I do remember it like walks with it.
Yeah, that's so creepy, but you do you, gooey duck.
It's like its tongue as well or something.
So is there meat on the lamb neck chops? Do you like eat the meat on the outside and then eat the marrow on the inside?
Where do you get kangaroo meat in the U.S.?
I have looked up ordering it before, but I can't remember if it was expensive or not.
Like $1 bazillion?
If it's not expensive, I'm just saying, I'm gonna try it.
Dan, you want to grill out some kangaroo?
I think I asked him. He is. I'm pretty sure I asked him, and he's down to try a lot of things. But some of the stuff he's like,
to move with it. It doesn't walk. It uses that thing to move around. I think that's the same one. It like puts it out and sticks it on the ground, and as it uses it to move, right? I'm about to.
I just know this thing was like
ugly,
and I couldn't imagine eating it. But I think
I'm
that
looking this
crosses a
up.
line for me because it's like this phallic shaped clam thingy. I don't know, but
Okay.
I am willing to eat a lot of things. I don't know about. No, I've ate things with tentacles on it before. Uh, I think it was ceviche with something with a tentacle in it. Ceviche is amazing. I love that stuff. Now I want some
Okay.
ceviche. Okay, did you find it?
Clams have the most control of their movement using their foot. This foot allows for a certain amount of lateral side-to-side movement. However,
Okay.
this foot is most useful for allowing the clam to burrow in the sand.
Okay, but the
It's
foot
not
is that
fast.
the
It's
is
not fast, but it was like it comes out and
okay, so is the foot like it does it look like a tongue and that's what they're calling a foot?
let me see. Guys, you got us looking stuff up.
John was saying it uses its foot to breathe.
No, right here, yeah.
Wait, you like to eat fish heads?
It moves. See, it uses it to dig and to move side to side, the foot, and it has it. It says it can't move fast, but it moves side to side and then uses it to burrow.
It's so ugly. No.
Oh, look at this one.
Yeah. I'm good not eating that. I don't think I could.
It looks like a tongue. I wish you guys could see this. Go Google.
Yeah. Okay, so Julie, do you eat the fish head and what is in it? Is it like is there meat in there or is it just like brains and like I can't imagine what would be edible in a fish head. Like I know people eat eyeballs. I'm not ever going to eat an eyeball of
lamb brain.
Anything. I'm not eating brains of anything either.
I cannot remember what country it was in, but the elder gets served the lamb brain or the special guest because it's a delicacy and it's supposed to be the best tasting part and the best part of the lamb. So it's reserved for the elders or the special guest.
Right. Well, if it's chopped up like sashimi, like I'm fine with that. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to eat it whole or see it in what it looks like, you know.
He said we used to catch them. Come on now. You used to catch them and just eat them? They said on there that they're fast or not fast. That
they're slow. Yeah, so you can just
not
pick them up
worry,
and
you can get them. But I'm just reading you what Google said. I mean, I know Google's not always right, but I'm just telling you what Google said.
Okay, it's fleshy and no eating the eyes. I kind of want to try it just to see like a piece. I don't want to like
a fish head.
Yeah,
well, put it in a soup. You know how they make the soup and then they stick the fish head in there?
Do you eat the whole thing? Do you eat the
I am not eating any part of this fish head. I'm just giving you some recipe ideas that I saw.
Well, I don't want to eat the eyeballs or the whole head. I just want to take a little piece of the fleshy part that she's talking about and then trying it. But I don't want to see the fish in its part. I don't know.
Okay, John. See, I feel like I could get on board with this and go and do this. And like the lobster, you can't do it as much anymore because there's not as many of them. But you know, like in Maine and North Carolina and stuff, you could do like the lobster fishing. But, you know, it's not as big right now anymore. But I could totally go and do this clam scavenger. You know, I caught a clam because that's how great of a fisher person I am. So I caught one and I went back. My grandpa has 80 acres. He has a big farm. And I didn't know what to do with it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to come back later and get this clam. But I didn't want it to die. So I stuck it in a horse trough. And during the day, my grandpa would let his horses roam. This is how we came to find out that horses love clams. It used its lips, broke it open, ate the clam out, and put the shell back in the water. I was like, well, learn something new every day.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, see, try fish head soup. Curry fish head soup. 2 other people told you fish head soup.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just freaked out by like things that have a face. And yes, Maine lobster I hear is the best. I don't know how I feel about lobsters, but
we used to go salmon fishing and crabbing all the time, get fresh oysters. See, that sounds fun to me.
Yeah.
We have friends stationed in Alaska, and he gets to go salmon fishing.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And they're huge. Yeah. See, I would love that.
Yeah.
I'm all about like a bonfire when you go like salmon fishing and all of it. I'm all about that life. I could do that. That's the hunting I could do.
Right. I'm all about that ocean life.
I
I
know.
mean,
Like on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love salmon. Salmon is like one of my favorite fish. I love salmon.
It is pretty delicious. But I love all kinds of fish and fish tacos. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty much on board for most fish, I feel like.
Me too, except like I think tilapia is like a bottom feeder, so you have to be real careful because it ends up holding a lot of toxins in it. And like for me with an autoimmune illness, sometimes some of the things that I eat, if they have like if that's kind of what they do is filter or eat like that, then it makes me sick. So I have to be careful with like tilapia, shrimp, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mostly will only eat shrimp in ceviche because the way that it breaks it down feels less creepy to me than I don't. Well, no, actually, I like it when it's soft. I'm liking shrimp is very, very new to me. It's only been in the past like 3 years. Whenever I went to Washington, 2 or 3 years.
They call shrimp the cockroaches of the ocean.
Well, I could see why beforehand, but now I like them. I've learned to like them in different ways. So this has only been in the last 3 years or so that I've decided I like shrimp, and that I barely ever eat it. Trout, cod, snapper, love all that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of ones that I don't like because I feel like there was one that I tried that was just kind of, I know it sounds funny, but if you like fish and you eat fish a lot, you understand it. It's like when you get the fishy fish,
right?
Sometimes like that, depending on how it's prepared, can throw me off. Like,
right.
I feel like salmon to me isn't a fishy fish. Cod, that trout, those are not fishy fish. Snapper,
catfish is a fishy fish.
Catfish is a fishy fish.
That's a fishy
so it depends.
Fish.
It like depends on like how you cook that.
Right.
But I love catfish.
Yeah, you have to cook it right.
Yeah.
You can't you can't cook it like certain other fish. It's just not gonna.
It's kind of like when you hunt deer. I don't know if you've eaten a lot of deer, because it has that gamey flavor. So
well, I've learned
buttermilk. My mom puts in buttermilk for like 24 hours.
Yeah, there are ways to, and like draining it properly and stuff like that to make it not taste gamey, because I think the first time I had ever ate deer when I was a kid or something, it tasted really gamey. They didn't do it right. But then whenever I got this other deer that someone had done, like prepared it right, it was so good. I had deer sausage and ground deer. And it was really good. So now I like deer meat. I'm not so scared of it anymore. I just know you have to prepare it right.
Yeah, my mom, because that's how they ate growing up, is what they ate, what they would hunt. And she just didn't like that gamey flavor, so she learned to like soak it in buttermilk and do different things to take it out and to pull out that gamey flavor. So I mean,
heck yeah,
do it like a soak fishy fish in buttermilk.
They probably there's tips and tricks.
Love crabs, but my stomach does not love crabs. I'm allergic to, I think it's all shellfish, honestly. It was shrimp, that's what hit. But I've started learning even vitamins I take that have the ground shells of the shellfish in it for the vitamins. It's making me sick too.
Oh wow. Okay, so the gaminess can be about the way it was shot. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that, John. Did not know that. So what would be the different way to shoot it to make it not taste gamey?
Right, yeah.
Like now I'm going to Google this.
Yeah.
I'm Googling everything. No, because that's interesting to me. Like
I
don't hunt deer, so that's not going to be something I know, but I think it's really interesting.
Yeah. Okay, you can't leave the deer in the bed of your truck for 2 days and expect it to be good. The faster it gets cooled down, the better it is. Okay, yeah. Well, first of all, ew. I mean, for 2 days, I would be scared to eat it. But yeah, I would be trying to fix it up right away. But I mean, I guess, of course, I don't go hunting, so maybe it's a practice that people do. I don't know how good a dead animal stays, how long it stays good for. I have no idea.
I've never had my family do that. They come home and they hang it up and bleed it. And that is not a pretty sight.
Yeah, none of it's a pretty sight, and I'm laughing at myself on the inside because I wanted to be a forensic scientist.
I remember that.
And I'm over here like, ew, Worms. Well, of course, I would never do the worm part of forensic science. No.
No, when we were kids, I bet you would have. I remember when you came to me and you're like, I'm not going to be a forensic scientist anymore, because that's what you were like. You wanted to be it. And it was after you had Lorelai.
Yeah,
Because
it
you said
was-
you can't do the babies.
Yeah, like I didn't want to see death all the time and then
Mhm.
come home to a baby
Mhm.
because I didn't want to be paranoid. So that's why I didn't pursue that for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, well, bye, Julie. Have a good night.
You do. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. We're actually about to go to, I know we're ending a few more, like what, 7 minutes early. But we have to get our stuff going too. And we actually have an episode that we didn't record that we need to record after this. So, but I loved hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
It was fun getting to chat with you guys. Send us all of the fun things, these fun facts, John. We're loving them. Remember to send us questions, awkward questions to ask people in an interview.
Oh, yeah. seasoncrazy@gmail.com.
And we may use your questions. We're just going to start interviewing people in the near future. We've been talking about some things like that. So give us your questions and we may use them.
Right? That'll
Especially
be fun.
if they're super weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for hanging out with us. And yes, be you. Have a fantastic night.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.